Scowl and multiple other bands have released statements announcing they're dropping off of Download Festival, a major music festival in Europe, because of a sponsorship from Barclays and its ties to Israel. Now, Ronnie Radke is responding to this as well. He is labeling them hypocrites and pointing out sponsorships and other things that they have done, and basically saying they're doing this to get attention. Now, Scowl, they obviously feel very strongly about this because they have dropped off of at least 2 other shows that I'm aware of. One was Welcome to Rockville, where they were essentially protesting a booth from the U.S. Army, which was at the fest. And then another one was, for similar reasons, pulling out of South by Southwest. So let's take a look here at the statement from the band and their explanation for why they're dropping off of Download Festival. The statement says, "We will not be playing Download Fest this year due to Barclays Bank sponsorship of the event and Barclays' connection to Israel and the genocide Israel is committing in Palestine. Free Palestine," they wrote in the statement. And again, they have recently dropped off of other shows for similar reasons. Now, you have multiple other bands that have released statements saying they're also dropping off for the same reason from Download Festival. Bands like Zulu, who wrote, "We will not be playing Download Festival as we just got word about Barclays Bank and their sponsorship of the fest. Barclays Bank is involved with Israel and the genocide they are actively committing against Palestine. It's Free Palestine. Y'all don't get it twisted." And so this was from back in April when Scowl announced they wouldn't be performing at Welcome to Rockville due to a U.S. Army sponsorship of the event. They wrote, "We will not be performing at this year's Welcome to Rockville due to the U.S. Army sponsorship of the event." And I think the Army is basically there with like a tent and a pull-up bar. And in Daytona Beach, Florida, there are pretty much a ton of people who support the military. Now, even in Scowl's own comments, some of their fans are critical of this decision. People are wondering what this is accomplishing, or pointing out, by applying this standard to everything. Here's a look at some of the comments on that statement they just released. So this user wrote, "I'm sympathetic to your position, but this particular sponsor has been associated with this and many other festivals for years, at least 5. Maybe do some research before accepting bookings." And so I think for a lot of people who might even, as he mentions, be sympathetic to the cause, Scowl particularly has canceled a number of shows. And I mean, you've got to look at the associations. Similarly with Welcome to Rockville, that Army sponsorship has been there every year, and I presume will be back in the future. And then, of course, there were a number of people who were very supportive of their decision as well. This person wrote, "Thanks for keeping hardcore and the actuality of what hardcore and the scene used to represent. W band," and then a lot of likes on that comment. And so as you can see, this is a particularly polarizing issue with strong opinions on both sides of this matter. And for falling in reverse frontman Ronnie Radke, he is calling them out and noting that the band did a commercial for Taco Bell. Taco Bell is owned by Yum Brands, who has a lot of investments and connections to Israel as well. Here is what Ronnie had to say about the situation. So Ronnie points out that he recently announced he's leaving the scene. His band has outgrown it. And he is now alluding to this situation which he saw, and he's calling out Scowl and the other bands as well as a result of this.
Hey, what's up? Remember that video I made about how I'm leaving the scene because a bunch of you guys, you bands are incels and everybody kind of sucks in metalcore and like hardcore and all that stuff and all the pronouns for Palestine and stuff? Yeah, well, this just reassures me. I want to show you guys why. Free Palestine. We will not be playing Download Fest this year due to Barclays Bank sponsorship. Remember I said sponsorship of the event at Barclays' connection to Israel and the genocide of Israel, blah, 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 right? Damn, dude, you guys are so punk and like real people, right? Yeah, real people. Meanwhile, you're doing Taco Bell commercials for the Super Bowl. This is why I hate your scene, because you're a bunch of fucking posers, dude. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. You're not real. You're fucking posers. You oh my God, you bootlicking shields, dude. Here's another one. Speed. We will no longer be playing Download Festival Friday, June 14th due to the recent news of Barclays sponsorship. Cool, man, but check out these Nikes oh my God, dude. Communism, man, punk rock communism. But here, let me sell you guys some Nikes that we collabed with, and let's do Taco Bell's commercials, man. You guys are all loser posers, and you're not real punk.
So I really want to hear what you all think about this in the comments down below. This is obviously something that people are very passionate about. That is your latest update here from Rockfeed. Be sure to subscribe with notifications on for the latest news and updates.